This story is a romantic comedy about a billionaire playboy property tycoon, Lu Zhan, and the mermaid, Shan, who is sent to assassinate him. Yet things took a different direction when they fall for each other instead. Let's join the two as they overcome their differences and fight for those that matter most to them. A grand auction is underway to get the chance to buy a huge piece of Gulf preserve. The battle eventually concluded, and a mysterious man was the victor. Later that night, the auction participants converge in the man's place for a party. Each arrived in eccentric fashion. The mystery man is Lu Zhan, and he greets the guests. Cheng ridiculed Lu's decision to buy the Green Gulf, claiming that since there's not much land, then there's not much value. Lu then says that he's planning to reclaim the area by converting it to land, but Cheng says it's a dolphin sanctuary. But Lu replied that the dolphins are moving away and shows Cheng an approved permit for reclamation. Cheng got pissed and stormed away. Lu tried to convince Cheng to stay, but he accidentally hit the power button. Cheng's jetpack went haywire and dragged him all over the place. He was eventually let out. Ruolan makes a beeline towards Lu. She tosses her watch at the pool and tells the girls they can have it. They all scrambled to get it after they learned it's worth $8 million. Ruolan proposed they work together since she's the head of a prestigious real estate agency. Lu agrees. Suddenly, a strange girl appeared and greeted Lu. She was quickly apprehended by the guards. The girl, Shan, snuck in just to give Lu her number. He took it, and the girl gets dragged away. On her way home, Shan eats chicken for dinner and also orders takeaway. She skates all the way to a house and then went inside a trapdoor. She then jumped inside an abandoned ship and then landed stylishly on a platform. She then took care of a merman child. It's then revealed that it was her mission to lure Lu so they could kill him for destroying the Gulf. An assistant is presenting a theme park project when Lu asked about the Gulf project. The presenter showed the technology that drove away the dolphins and other marine life via their frequency. To prove its effectiveness, a demo with a goldfish is presented. The device was turned on, the goldfish went berserk and just popped. However, the presenter stated they detected another frequency that's not from any recorded marine life. Here we discover that Shan is actually a mermaid, and they have a surviving community living in the ship. Their elder tells of a story where the early humans have evolved into two categories, one for land with legs, the other in water with fins. However, as the humans' technology progressed, they became more violent and hunted and killed merfolk. The octopus is explaining how evil humans are and to kill Lu to get rid of the sonars so they can go home. The plan is to lure him using Shan as a honey trap, then shoot him with a poison dart. He became target practice and he started foaming, but alcohol neutralizes the poison. He dismisses them all. Back at the meeting, Lu starts seducing Ruolan, but she insults his upbringing since he was once poor. She said he can dress up as a prince, but still act as a pauper, since Lu entertained Shan at the party. He got pissed and called Shan for a meet just to spite Ruolan. The gang prepares and positions themselves at the house in anticipation of Lu's arrival. Shan goes out to meet him, but it was Lu's bodyguards who picked her up. Octopus catches up with Shan and pretended to be her uncle to give her the bag with the weapons. In the building, Shan poisons one of the drinks. Lu's assistant arrives and conducts a security check. The detector buzzed and they forced her to remove her shoes. Shan refused, but she has no choice. Good thing it was a nail stuck to her shoe. The assistant checked her bag and finds a sea urchin and a knife. Shan says it's a snack and the knife an urchin opener. The assistant then gives the glass for her to drink, and they both downed it. The assistant got it and fainted. Shan immediately poured him some alcohol to nullify the poison. The assistant immediately stood up okay, and the bodyguard tells him he fainted and to drink something. He faints again. While they're distracted, Shan follows Lu all the way into his office. Shan readies the urchin and aims for the throw. However, she was hit with an ashtray, then a folder. She hides and tries again. However, it bounces off the glass. Then a door repairman appeared out of nowhere. She then tries to slice Lou with a knife, but he kept on dancing around the blade. Lou stepped on her hand and Sean accidentally stabbed herself. Sean cures herself and prepares for a final attack, but she got hit with a golf club. When she came to, Lou offers her thousands just to leave, but she wouldn't. Lou then just offers to take her somewhere for fun. Ruolin arrives just in time to see the two go. In the car, Lou is still giving Sean money. She pointed that her workplace is close and they should try it out. After she got off, however, Lou drives away. Sean got her chicken but can't find Lou. But after she sits down, he appeared. Sean offers Lou the chicken, but he's too posh for it. But Sean kept insisting and they both ended up eating a whole lot. Lou then got emotional as he recalls when he was still poor and his father would bring home chicken. That's where he got his motivation to get rich, since to him, money is most important. Sean reasons that money won't save us when there is no more pure water or breathable air left. Lou writes a check for $1 million for Sean and leaves. Sean then promptly threw the check into the fire. Lou went back to ask her what she really wants, but she says she just admires him. She sang to him, which turned into a duet. Then Sean invites Lou to have fun in the carnival despite his protests. Eventually, Lou drops Sean home. He holds her hand on the way there, and Sean asks if he wants to go in for tea. He says sure, but also tells her he loves her. Sean was a bit shocked, so she slams the door and sends him away. Octopus confused as to why she backed out. The next plan of attack is during lunch. Octopus posed as a chef and was about to attack, but got cornered instead. The chefs used his tentacles as ingredients, and he couldn't contain his pain. Eventually, he used ink to make his escape. Lou then proposed marriage to Sean, but she declined. Lou insisted, saying that she's different, and other girls only like his money. Sean had enough and took the knife out. She tells the truth about her motives, but Lou didn't care. Ruolan suddenly entered and interrupted the two. Sean left in tears, and Lou got mad at Ruolan for always stalking him. Ruolan only did so since they're business partners with $10 billion on the line. Lou left her and chased after Sean. Octopus is recovering from his injuries when he faced Sean. He suspected her of liking Lou, but she denies this. Then they hear a knock, and it's Lou himself. He discovers the truth about Sean and the others. He got captured before he can escape. Lou is getting beat up by Octopus for the damage the sonar caused to merfolk. He was about to be executed when Lou begged to be let go so he can stop the sonar. But Octopus doesn't listen and continued. But Sean saved Lou at the last second. He escaped, and Octopus confirmed the truth from Sean. Lou immediately headed to the police station and reported his situation. But the officers obviously didn't believe him and drafted up ridiculous drawings of a mermaid. He was laughed out of the room. Back in the office, his assistant also doesn't believe him. Ruolan arrives and he's relieved to see her. Meanwhile, Sean is feeling guilty for her betrayal. Octopus doesn't have a plan anymore and is just waiting for death. Sean tries to stab herself, but the elder stopped her. The elder tells her to not blame herself for being in love, as she also had been many years ago. And there are good humans too. Ruolan is waiting for Lou while he's scouring the internet for mermaids. He's only starting to realize humanity's part in the ocean's destruction. He immediately got up to leave, leaving Ruolan furious. Lou arrives at the lab and demanded to try out the sonar's effects. The lab assistant protested, but Lou got his way. Lou felt the force of the sonar and gives up. However, the assistant tells him that it's only 1/10 of its full power. Lou called a board meeting and demanded to turn off the sonar. The board declined his request, stating that construction has already begun. Ruolan arrived shortly and supported Lou's decision to turn off the sonar. After every sonar has been turned off, Lou thanked Ruolan. To show his appreciation, Lou confessed to her that mermaids exist and Sean is one of them. He also told her that they all live in the Green Gulf in the abandoned ship. Ruolan wasn't surprised and showed Lou a laboratory. Apparently, she was funding mermaid research for a while now. Ruolan up until now only found 2 dead mermaids, but now there's a living group of them in the ship. She prepares to move out, but Lu tries to stop her by appealing to her conscience. She was unmoved out of jealousy for Lu choosing Sean and walks out to start the hunt. A collection of boats with soldiers make its way into the ship. Ruolan then gave the order to capture all mermaids and kill those who escape. Meanwhile, Lu borrows his assistant's Lambo and heads to the ship. The soldiers deployed onto the ship, but there was no one around. They checked underwater and found all the merfolk there. The soldiers opened fire to draw them out. The merfolk all scrambled in a panic. Lu is currently stuck in traffic. The merfolk got out of the water but are attacked immediately. The soldiers bagged every merfolk they can find. They also caught Sean, but she escaped out of pure luck. She then tries to shake off her pursuers. Sean eventually got caught, but Octopus came to her rescue. He tries to get her to safety, but Sean got caught in the end. Just as the soldiers close in, the Elder attacked them all. She caused tidal waves which blew away the soldiers. Just when everything appears to be over, a soldier survived and blew away the Elder. The Elder survived and tells everyone that the sonar is off and to hurry up and escape. They all did, but Sean got caught. She tries to flee, but the soldiers are hot on her tracks. Sean swims for her life. The soldiers cannot match her speed and agility in the water, so they give up. Suddenly, a chopper appears with Ruolan in it. They easily catch up, and she aims a rocket launcher and fires. Sean gets blown away. Lu is still stuck in traffic and can't get a break. He sees Cheng making fun of him, and this gave him an idea. Sean is now cornered. Ruolan gives the order to kill her, but suddenly Lu arrives in a jetpack and stops everyone. Everyone stands down except Ruolan. She fires at Lu regardless. Lu was surprised but carries Sean towards freedom. Ruolan fires again, but Lu keeps going. She shoots him again, but Lu soldiers on and manages to free Sean. The police finally showed up in the end, like they always do, and arrested everybody. The next scene shows a man being interviewed. It was Lu, and he survived the ordeal 3 years ago. He had already donated most of his wealth to environment conservationists. The man asks about the existence of mermaids, but Lu bluntly denies it. He showed him a photo taken from back then, and he got emotional for a bit. Lu then introduced his wife, Lucy, who was in fact Sean. They now spend their days traveling and seeing the underwater wonders of the world.